That's not good because you were right next to me.
A Dilophosaur, yeah, I was right next to you, so.
No, you are.
Big brain.
You are big brain.
1 second. Before you continue on talking on your big brain, I get hurt if I don't say this. So, hello everybody, it's your man, the myth, the meatbag, master of stories, both fiction and nonfiction, and today I'm going to be playing Ark Survival Evolved because I fucking have to.
You could have went slower on that. I wasn't going to stop you. Hi, everybody. I'm Bearded Captain here, your local favorite pirate scum. And today, we are playing as what my friend said, Ark.
I like that.
What?
What do you mean?
I really like that.
What?
Man, I'm gonna be hurt.
Oh, 1 second, I'm laughing. Your favorite pirate scum, I love that.
The logo, the slogan of the movie is "One Will Fall."
One will fall, yes. Right now we're going to be discussing, also in this video, we're going to be discussing the new movie that is tickling our taints right now, which is going to be King Kong versus Godzilla. And the
look, that's that's all on you, man. Like, I ain't tripping too hard about it. I ain't tripping too hard about it. You guys are,
son of a bitch.
Yeah, you guys are like, oh, we're so hyped up for it, and I'm like, I honestly could care less.
Fuck you, dude.
Like
That's
I
a great
said,
show. It's gonna be a
I'm
great
your
movie.
favorite pirate scum. Get over it.
You are pirate scum, you scum pirate. A conformist like you should at least know about it, Kev. That's fucked.
I'm just being an asshole.
No, I get you.
It's cool, but
I'm just playing, Kevin. You know I love you.
I love you too.
Standing torch, spyglass.
Are you level 7?
Dude, don't run it for me.
level
I want to think
8,
that's like
I think.
Ghidorah.
I'm level 10. Where the fuck are you?
Did you see it?
I don't know. I'm on this rock. You're over here.
I'm by a
We're on a
mecha stick.
non-dedicated server, so you guys know. So that's why.
Why would they do that if they're not going to use Mecha King Ghidorah?
If you guys
why did
want,
they have at the end of Godzilla, King of the Kaiju? At the end, for like one of their end credit sequences, you see that some rich investor is buying one of Ghidorah's heads. And if you know anything about... An eco-terrorist is buying one of Ghidorah's heads. And if you know anything about Godzilla lore, after the first time Godzilla killed Ghidorah, somebody, I don't know who, I haven't seen it in a while, so I can't tell you who, built Mecha Ghidorah like there was Mecha Godzilla.
Let me get a little nerdy right now. Okay? One of the reasons that specific monster is a pain in Godzilla's side is because it has the power of regeneration, like Majin Buu. Basically, if there's the most smallest, he's come back from being a toenail before. So, in all reality, they're probably. He's basically a lizard with 3 heads.
Yeah, no, they confirmed.
So, my theory, because I like your idea.
We're passing the mic.
alright.
I'm gonna predict this. I'm gonna get this official prediction on the air. I'm gonna lay it all out. Kevin, can you hear me?
Yeah?
Alright, let me predict what the fuck is gonna happen in this movie. The slogan of the movie is "One will fall." So one has to fall, right? You gotta see Godzilla, or at least some version of Godzilla, get wrecked by some version, or King Kong, you know what I mean? Like the Kong. And they only called him Kong, so he's gotta earn the King title. I doubt they're gonna kill him. But if anybody's gonna die, it's gonna be him. But let me make this prediction.
Let me tell you something real quick about why I don't think he's going to be the one who dies, if that's okay.
Well, no, I don't think he's gonna die. I just want to get the official prediction on the air, so that way in 2 years I could, or in March I could play this back and be like, I knew it.
I called it.
All right. So I'm gonna guess the roster, right? So if it's not too lazy, I'd like to get 2 guesses, but I'll put it in like A and B. They're very similar. So it's gonna be Kong is gonna fight Godzilla in the ocean, and of course Kong is gonna lose. But I don't think that's where he gets the scale. I don't think so.
Hey, Kevin, we need to find some water.
There should be water somewhere around here.
I think Kong is going to lose to Godzilla in the water. Then Kong is going to kind of win on land. You know what I mean? I think he's going to win on land. But not so much that he incapacitates Godzilla, because the battle is going to get interrupted by interrupted by Mechagodzilla. And then I think Kong is going to beat Mechagodzilla, and that's the one that has fallen. And then, while I know this from the trailer, while he's standing on Mechagodzilla's face, he's looking up and something's coming at him. That could be two things. That is either Mecha King Ghidorah. That is my first guess. That's what I'm hoping for. Or it's just Warbat again.
Could be Warbat.
Because I doubt it's Rodon, because Rodon bowed to... And it would be weird to just throw, like, Behemoth in there or something, you know what I mean? Just to have something come completely out of nowhere. Just for, like, ooh, another giant big monster. You know what I mean?
As long as they don't Superman versus Batman it, I'm pretty sure that we'll be pleasantly surprised.
And, you know, you got me second-guessing myself a little bit, but I'm sticking by my statement that in the first 3 seconds of that trailer, that red light that you see is not Mechagodzilla, but it is Mecha King Ghidorah. And,
this Tyro King, he's just Mecha Ghidorah.
I don't know. If he's still alive, then he's still king, because I would make the argument that Godzilla would have gotten his ass whooped. We had to nuke him to finish the fight. He needed us there. That didn't earn him rank. You know what I mean?
I agree with that whole movie. I fucking agree with it. Godzilla did not earn his
Kevin, you have to come closer to me. I have to collect my body because I have some good shit on it. Please come closer to me.
Okay, give me a second.
God damn it.
Which way are you? I don't see you.
If we pretend that Godzilla won that fight, then Dr. Serizawa died for nothing. Nothing, because he nuked himself at point blank range. He nuked himself to revive Godzilla. And he was the only person that I've ever seen pet this fool. I know it's happened before in the things and stuff, but he's like
the first of the remakes.
And you know, I saw another like speculation on YouTube that somebody suggested that you remember that one dude that could telepathically control Godzilla?
Yeah.
They're speculating that it's actually the chick that also like has a friendship with Kong.
Same little girl?
Yes, but they're not going to go all telepathically with it. They're going to do like a natural orca situation, like you know how they had the machine that could like I don't know if talking to them is the right thing because it wasn't.
It's basically something that
it was
kind of
brainwashing because it worked on Ghidorah for a minute. At least they could distract Ghidorah with it, but they couldn't control Ghidorah with it.
I think it was something to be there to say, dude, you're fucking. Hey, we're here.
I don't know where he is.
Kevin, you are literally fucking me, you asshole.
I don't know where you are.
It wasn't just Ghidorah that was coming. It was all the other monsters.
Yeah, but he was under the control of the orca supposedly at that time, and then he did that, and she turns to the dude and says, "I'm not doing that." So King Ghidorah woke them all up outside of the control. Like, they were going to wake them all up anyway, so it was a happy coincidence for the eco-terrorists.
They were planning on this, but they were planning on...
Yeah.
Moving on!
But that's why I want to do reaction videos for those trailers, because we come correct. Like, when we saw that, we recognized Mechagodzilla in the first 5 seconds of that trailer. We were like, oh, that is Mechagodzilla.
You might be wrong, you don't know.
That is Mechagodzilla.
Okay. Then again... Commercials have lied, like remember the Avengers one where they actually blotted out Thanos' gauntlet?
Yes.
That was that was a surprising one. I'm like,
see, that's what makes me think that is Mechagodzilla.
So when we see Thanos, he's only going to have 2 Infinity Stones by the end of it. No, he has all of them, and I was not expecting that.
Right.
Just like Thor losing an eye. I was not expecting that either.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this next Thor movie.
Same.
Dude, did you see the second Wonder Woman movie?
No,
I have not.
Spoiler alert! Can I do that? Can I give you all some tidbits?
I can talk to you about this one.
I wanna save some people some money, if that's all right.
Because the first one was good. This next one, I hear bad.
Are you okay with that?
I ain't tripping.
Okay, I didn't know if you plan on watching it. I don't know if anybody here is a huge Wonder Woman fan. I mean, I love Gal Gadot, and it was nothing to do with her acting. Nobody's acting was bad.
The first Wonder Woman was good.
It had everything to do with how they wrote it. It was like, don't get me wrong, I liked the villain Max Lord. They did a pretty good job with that. Cheetah was kind of lame. I saw that coming like as soon as they. And you know, she was a really hot chick playing somebody that was ignored. Like this, there's this scene where this dude walks up and she drops the book and she's like, "Hey, can you help me?" And he just like looks at her and laughs at her. And I'm like, and then walks away and I'm like, I'm like, they just made every dude in that movie besides Wonder Woman's love interest a Neanderthal. You know what I mean? It was disrespectful as hell.
Hey, Sam,
That shit was sexist as fuck.
About SJW empowerment.
Like, every dude in that Wonder Woman movie was a complete moron. And like disrespectful Neanderthal. You know what I mean? Like catcaller or some disrespectful.
You want to know how they would fix that? You know how they could fix that in the next one? Make it that Gorilla Grodd was trying to, in the background, psychically connect everyone to try to turn them into gorillas, like actual Neanderthals. Because he would do that. That would make the second.
That would make more sense that these are just.
Oh, the second movie isn't that bad because you need foresight to see the third one, and I'm like,
all right,
I'd be like, okay, but they just did that so that people would shut up about the second one being so stupid.
Okay, well, nothing's going to work for that because listen to me. The Antichrist has risen, and the Antichrist has risen just to direct that fucking movie. I don't know who directed. Yeah, I actually do know who directed it. Some chick named Patty something.
Oh yeah, that means you know.
Yeah, well, Patty something.
I know.
I don't want to know her full name because that was horrible. Bring Zack Snyder back. I don't care what's going on with his family. Pay that motherfucker. Well, hold on, because I want to save people money because this is a legitimate concern. I legitimately have to get this out. This is okay. So in Wonder Woman 2, the 1984 thing, she legitimately, like, granted it's not completely on purpose, but once she finds out what she did, she's completely fine with it. And not only that, but she has no desire, and she fights fixing it, right? She puts her love interest's soul in some random dude's body. He says he woke up on a futon. And when it inevitably gets fixed, the dude's completely fine. So that completely rules out that this is some, like, coma patient or something, and he was just occupying unoccupied space or something. You know what I mean? And, like, so this dude was just taking a nap on his futon, and Wonder Woman completely put her dead lover's soul in his body. Yeah. And then when she finds out it happened, the dude's like, we have to fix this because the world's going to shit. And she's like, no, I won't give you up. And I'm like, what about the dude you practically killed? Yeah, you know what I mean? That is some selfish, fucked up, demonic shit.
You want to know what it is?
That is, and another thing is, in that movie, you get a whole nother side of her, like, childhood training. And it's like, they saved, like, good parts from the first movie to throw in the second shitty movie just so you had to watch it. It was like, you had to watch two fucking origin stories. You know what I mean? And then it makes no sense. And it, like, I don't know. I love Gal Gadot though. Like, she played a mean, like, her role. She was the perfect person to catch. That's like Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. That's the perfect.
Or like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine.
Yes, it's the perfect match.
There's just some roles where you're like,
yeah, and
there's nobody who's ever gonna
check out how corny it gets. Like, I actually enjoyed this part. It was all right. Like, it looked badass, but it was like, you know, like, there's this scene where she's back and she's fighting with the British and they're at no man's land, and they're like, you can't cross this is no man's land, you're insane, and she's like, well, I'm no man.
That was in the first one.
And I was like, oh, she said it. I knew she was going to say it as soon as they said that shit.
That's the thing about Wonder Woman, that she was
I know.
She was an amateur.
Miss Independent. Or at least you try, but your first story is you running off with a guy. God damn it.
It's true. Now, the newer version of Wonder Woman, she's badass. Yeah. Again, the first movie was good.
Dude, I like Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. It was only a few moments in the first movie that I was like, but it wasn't bad, you know? It was just kind of like, If somebody enjoyed it,
I get you.
If somebody enjoyed it, then it served its purpose. But, you know, I was cracking up.
I understood why she said it. It was a double meaning. It was for, you know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, again, she's an Amazon, and that's how they were raised.
Yeah,
dudes.
It's just, it was just funny.
Amazons were raised highly sexist.
And, like, don't get me wrong, there were pretty funny scenes in there. Like, there's this scene when they're on a boat, and she's like, she doesn't know anything about, like, procreation. I guess she does a little bit, but she's like, will you come like sleep with me? And she's like, no. He's like, no, that's weird outside of marriage because you know he's the overhyped nice guy. He's the only dude in the film that's not a Neanderthal, so he's a super nice dude, right. Too polite. And he's like, no, I don't do that outside of the confines of marriage. And she's like, you won't sleep with me? And he's like, all right, I'll come like lay down and shit. And it was just kind of like corny, you know what I mean?
Well,
like weird.
That Wonder Woman's origin story has been changed a bunch of times because there are no men on Themyscira.
It was like that Patty director was having her 50 Shades of, I can't say that, 50 Shades of Grey moment. You know what I mean? Because it was weird. It was like she was trying to live some like demented fantasy because it was like 4 minutes of, will you sleep with me? No. You won't sleep with me? Why not? And it's just kind of like, it was even sexist for women, you know what I mean? It like, first of all, Cheetah in the second movie. Why is anybody ignoring a chick that fine? You know what I mean? That's not realistic. It's not realistic. It's just not. It's not. She dropped all of her papers, and this dude passes by, and she's like, will you help me? And anybody would be like, yes. You know what I mean? She was so bad that fucking, like, anybody would have said yes. And, like, he looks at her and laughs at her. He laughs at her like she ain't shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? They put glasses on her and tried to make her play, like some super stereotypical ugly role, you know what I mean?
But she was just doing that hot.
Yeah, but she's just some super fine.
Remember, they can't be ugly on Hollywood.
This might be a solid 9. You know what I mean? Like solid, bro. And they just put glasses on her. I thought that was disrespectful to people with glasses because it's like.
Awesome. Yeah, just chill here. They'll end up killing them all.
Like. I didn't understand why she was unpopular. She was super nice. There wasn't like... It was just not realistic. That's all I'm saying.
What were your thoughts on the first Aquaman?
Dude, you're gonna love this. Because, you remember? I was talking to you about this earlier. I watched Aquaman up till the point that he, do you know when... Who is that? The guy that played the Green Goblin is talking to the dude underwater in the submarine. Yeah, William Dafoe is talking to the dude, and a submarine enters the fight, and the dude's like, you could never pull this off without help from the fishermen. We will never support your war. And then the fucking submarine rolls up, and then the surface dwellers shoot one torpedo at him, and they destroy the submarine, and the dude comes back with a whole new attitude, and he's like, all right, let's fuck these people up. Like, it was just, I literally, and I shit you not, I turned it off. I did not watch a second past that point. I couldn't do it. I was like, what the hell?
You should see the battle.
Dude, you're fucking me.
You should see the battle at the brine. It's actually really good.
I'm not going to make it.
Okay, Aquaman has always been goofy, but at the same time, you watch him because you're like, how is this goofy
I like Jason Momoa.
No, you're like, how is this goofy
I hate Jason Momoa.
So fucking
I gotta get this fucking unpopular opinion off of my chest. Unpopular opinion off of my chest. But, I hate Jason Momoa. It isn't any jealousy thing. I think women just like him because he's a sex idol. Besides that, he didn't even say that much on fucking Game of Thrones. His whole point is just to stand there, look intimidating and beautiful, and women liked him so much that all of a sudden he's a popular actor right now. Now, to be fair, the man himself, he's a great guy. Like, he did this one commercial where he's just like going around his house saying how you need to unwind, and he's like taking off fake parts of his body, and he's now like this really small fat guy with balding hair. Oh, it was funny. But, you know, the fans just ruined him for me. And in my opinion, he is a good actor, but I don't think he's anything past a friend.
Hey, where are you?
I'm behind you, you dumb fuck. All right, back to Kyler.
I was gonna say I didn't know that. It doesn't show me your name.
Oh, defend Jason Momoa.
I'm gonna defend Jason Momoa.
I'm gonna sit here and just.
First of all, I just gotta compliment this dude because I turned off Aquaman, but it wasn't because of Jason Momoa. If anything, it was because of the Green Goblin. like I just couldn't take this dude seriously. Like the CGI was super weird. They stuck his head looked really small on his body, and then like I know he was the homie. I expect that he was the double cross as well. Like at the very end of the movie, you find out that
watching, baby.
Like I bet you find out that he was like one of the deciding votes on his mom getting executed or something. I swear to God I haven't seen it. So if I'm right, I'm completely coincidental, but I bet I'm right.
There is no twist villain at the end of it.
Okay, even lamer. The Green Goblin should have been a twist villain. That would have been that.
All of a sudden he comes in on his Skyler.
I was thinking
that
the
wouldn't
exact
have been.
same thing. Like, oh, this dude's gonna be the villain, and he's not.
Yeah, they completely misused everybody.
I still think Will Ferrell needs to play Joker in a live action movie.
Agreed.
Plus, it has Amber Heard in it, and I don't like her.
Agreed.
And,
no one likes her.
But let me defend Jason Momoa. Because I didn't like Aquaman, but it wasn't because of Jason Momoa. Like, don't get me wrong, his acting wasn't 100%. But that's every fault that I have with his acting was because he probably thought the line he was reading was pretty corny too. You know what I mean? And it must have been hard to do some of that very seriously.
You know what I thought when I first saw Aquaman? We're trying to make him the
And you know,
Thor.
that's what I'm saying. He's a super intense looking dude, and he's playing the most joked about, like, hero ever. You know what I mean?
You tried to correct me, but you ended up just proving me right.
No, I didn't prove you right. I'm defending him.
Nothing to do with Jason.
No.
Aquaman
Yes.
in general has always been a joke, but at the same time,
Yes.
if you ever read his comics, you're like, this dude is someone not to mess with. He can beat Superman.
He can lightly give you a seizure.
He can get. He threw a polar bear at a hunter.
Dude, man, he looked built enough to be doing that. I think Jason Momoa as Aquaman was as good as Tom Hardy as Bane.
Honestly,
The actor is thicker than a Snickers, so.
okay. Honestly, I was okay with them trying to go that route, but at the same time, my issues were more along the lines with his introduction to Black Manta. I was very pissed about that.
I didn't see that.
I hated Black Manta too. Oh my God.
Well, hold on. Can we admit, who do you think would have played that role better? Jumping off of the Batmobile, stabbing that fear goblin, better than Jason Momoa.
No. I'm not saying that.
He went, Yahoo! Shake that thing.
They're trying to make Aquaman the next Thor when everyone has always hated Aquaman.
Yes.
Being a basic.
I respect him for that. I respect him for the effort.
But if you actually do take the time to learn about Aquaman, you're like, oh, this dude is actually
Never
pretty
been
intense. No, he has actual good stories, like the time his son drowned.
It was just, I know he becomes king of Atlantis through that.
He gets his hand eaten by a fucking piranhas. He can't control piranhas, apparently, because they're mindless killing machines. Yet he can control sharks. Let that sink in.
There is this one scene in the Justice League movie where I think Jason Momoa absolutely nailed it, and I don't think anybody could have played Aquaman during this one scene better than Jason Momoa did. It was the scene where...
Can you tell
do remember
Sam
when
that I died and I need to go back to base?
And needs to go back to base.
Oh, I'm following him.
Yeah, he's following you.
No, I'm following him.
Okay, he's following you.
I don't know where fucking base is.
Okay, he doesn't know where fucking base is.
Oh, God.
But anyway, there was a scene where Aquaman is sitting down. You've all seen the Justice League movie.
Yeah.
Do you remember the scene? Kevin, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Do you remember the scene where everybody is in the troop carrier on their way to the nuclear plant where Steppenwolf is for the final battle? And Jason Momoa is sitting on Aquaman is sitting on the crate, and he's like talking, and he's like, I'm pretty sure we're gonna die, but I've lived a good life. And he's like, it's an honorable death. And then you find out that he's sitting on the because he starts complimenting Wonder Woman, and then he's like, no, I'm pretty scared. I want to live. And then he like lifts up, and he's wrapped up in the in Wonder Woman's lasso. Perfect. The way he played that was so fucking funny. He was just sitting there, and he was like, no, we're gonna die, but it's an honorable death. And then when you find out that he was sitting on the truth lasso when he said that, it was so badass. I was like, all right, yeah, that's how I expect somebody like Jason Momoa to fucking. That's something I expect him to say. You know what I mean? Like, it's an honorable death.
My favorite line of his in the Justice League movie is when he's like, "You're a dude dressed like a bat."
And
that's it.
Yeah.
He goes, can dig it.
And then he literally shows up when he shows up on the roof with Commissioner Gordon in the Justice League movie when they all show up in front of the dude, and he's like, "Oh, I see you got a team and shit," and he's like, "Dressed like a bat, nice."
Dressed like a bat, nice.
Something like that.
Someone who looks like. If I saw someone like Justin Momoa, that's how I would expect him to react, to see someone like Justin.
He's really cool with fans, man. And I think he played another part perfectly when that dude came up to the bar and he was like, "Are you the fish boy from TV?" And he said, "I'm the fish man." And then
Can I get your autograph?
Yeah, no, he was like, "Can I get a picture?" And he's like, "Yeah, don't touch me." He was like, "Yeah, but don't touch me." I was like, "Yep, got the perfect person. This is the Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man of DC, Jason Momoa."
See, I do believe he's playing.
I have another prediction too.
The Aquaman he's playing is the one who's going to go through the most shame. You want to know why?
You know how they casted Robert Peterson as the new Batman? I'm guessing that he's playing. I'm guessing that he's not going to be the permanent Batman. He's just playing the origin story for Ben Affleck's Batman. Because he kind of resembles a younger Ben Affleck if you were going to do that in a movie.
That'd be smart.
If you were going to have a young Batman. Because Batman talks in the Justice League, he's like, "I'm old, I can't do this anymore."
You see, that's always been his thing. People don't understand that Batman is old. Joker is old as fuck. Joker's in his 60s to be 20.
Yeah.
He's 20 years ahead of Batman, so at the time Batman was 30 and Joker was 50.
I mean, recently, Batman's 40 and Joker's 60.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And they're still doing the shit that they're doing. Why do you think Batman's been gathering a family? He knows he can't be doing this forever.
Well,
he knows he's going to cop out
nobody.
what Joker does.
That's another thing I said. That's another thing I said about that Wonder Woman 2. I was like, this bitch is stealing souls. Somebody get Batman help. Get Batman. Get Batman before she steals somebody else's soul.
You see,
Gal Gadot could steal my soul any day.
I'm mostly pissed because they made a Justice League movie without referencing 2 key members. Technically 3, but I'm pretty sure people who...
Yeah, but you're acting like this is the first time that they've saved something for later. You know what I mean?
Yes, but
Marvel did this.
You do know the Justice League was
You're acting like they built the Avengers without the fucking Fantastic Four and Spider-Man.
Yes, but the Avengers were brought together by one member, literally because his people were invading the planet. That's how Martian Manhunter was introduced. It was literally Justice League. The very first time I ever saw Justice League animation. And it started off as a movie, as you do, with Martian Manhunter, who is in fact a Martian, a green Martian, last of his kind, because the red Martians and white Martians were racist and slaughtered all the green Martians. Green Martians didn't like that.
I figured the green
their planet, and that's why it's a desert planet.
Green people would probably be dope as hell. Be like, bro.
Well, green Martians had all the powers that the red and white Martians had. White Martians are the ones who have the psionic abilities. The red Martians have the shape-shifting abilities.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know anything about DC.
Yeah, this is what the show I watched kind of said, because they had to go through a lot of editing. Anyway,
what was the show?
The Justice League.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, Martian Manhunter comes crashing down, and he takes the form of a detective because he knows that. Because this has been spread between the Batman animated series and the Superman animated series.
Can I give you an example of why they didn't include Martian Manhunter in this film? Because that was an expensive CGI, and who here in this conversation, Kevin, please answer this too.
Have him look like
who here really gives a shit, really cares about the Martian Manhunter?
Yo, he was my favorite character besides Batman.
Okay.
He was a pretty cool character.
It's an allergy to fire.
Okay.
Also,
who cares
tell
about
Sam
him
I
1/3
found
as
Cam.
much as Batman?
Fair.
Okay, there you go.
Talking about the Justice League.
Yes, but that's millions of dollars of CGI.
The Martian Manhunter founded the Justice League specifically to fight the invasion of his people. That's why the Justice League.
And that had nothing to do with the storyline they were trying to use.
Yes, which is what pissed me off, because they didn't run into Darkseid.
I like the Darkseid idea, because originally they were going with Zack Snyder's Darkseid.
Well,
I consider the Justice League that came out a compromise, so I don't even count it.
This whole conversation started by Godzilla.
Fair enough.
First of all, I like where Godzilla's going more than I like where Marvel's going.
Now, my second issue, and this is with DC in general, and it's because they fucked up with him with Ryan Reynolds, which I still think could play a freaking good Green Lantern.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think so too. I don't know.
Green Lantern is my favorite Superman.
I actually
Green
liked
Lantern
that.
Sucks.
Here's an unpopular opinion.
Piss off.
I liked that movie.
love
I know that's an unpopular
What's the
opinion.
animated television show based off?
No, I don't like the Green Lantern. Don't get me
If
wrong.
you like the movie, you're gonna love the show.
Look, man, I don't like the Green Lantern. I don't like Martian Manhunter, and I
don't like that
I think I'm closer to the average moviegoer. So I think it makes sense.
What's wrong with? Okay.
I think it makes sense that they left him out because it's not a lot of money for a lot of die-hard fans. It's not like a Deadpool movie where everybody's gonna flock to see Martian Manhunter. Nobody cares.
Be surprised.
No, you would be surprised. 100,000 people are going to pay just because of fucking Martian Manhunter.
Just hit puberty.
But 3 million people are going to go for the fucking CGI that they did add, like Cyborg, which I didn't completely understand.
You don't need it. Here's the thing about Martian.
I do like Cyborg. I just did. He's supposed to be a Teen Titan.
Thank you.
Right now, yes, but he does join.
It doesn't matter. Cyborg shouldn't be in this.
I know, but they haven't even done a Teen Titan movie yet.
You don't understand. Right now, DC is overusing Cyborg, and it's starting to piss me off because he was never in Doom Patrol. They added him in Doom Patrol.
Yeah, that was fucking
Beast Boy.
Beast Boy.
They gave him Beast Boy's backstory.
No.
Moving on. Anyway.
That makes me sick.
I do like the Ben Affleck Batman. I want to see more. I like the. You know what my favorite part about it is?
Are we
When he talks and he's got that fucking voice modulator. I think that's Batman AF.
I think that is too more than.
action.
You know the Batman who played in the animated
Try to be
series
Batman
didn't change his
Survivor.
voice?
And like when Superman gets resurrected and he goes, "Do you bleed?" And then he throws him. I didn't notice this the first time I watched that movie. You remember when he throws Batman into the car? And then he leaves with Lois Lane?
Yeah.
Do you remember what the first thing Batman said was?
No.
You get a shot of him on the ground, like, leaning over, like, pulling his leg over, and he goes, "Yep, something's definitely bleeding." And I have a complaint about Batman, and it's got nothing to do with Ben Affleck's, because I gotta be real. If Ben Affleck's Batman has the potential, depending on what they do with the next few movies as Ben Affleck, to be my favorite Batman.
Hey, well, let me place this anywhere.
You know, I want to bring this up just to bring this up. People have issue with Batman killing. I have to say, I agree with a reviewer that I watched.
Well, he was only killing demons.
No. I mean, in general, if you saw Batman v Superman where he was gunning people down.
I like that he doesn't kill.
No. Let me
okay.
tell you this. I believe it depends on the Batman that you're watching.
Yeah, but
reading.
Ben Affleck's Batman, I don't think he should kill. I mean,
That's a Batman from Batman.
you remember when he came out of the semi-truck with the gun?
And
He was definitely shooting at people. I'd like to think those are non-lethal rounds, though, hopefully.
No, what about the times he was breaking
He was
people's necks and
100%
setting them
killing.
on fire?
He was 100% killing people.
But here's my thing, right, with Ben Affleck's Batman. It's got nothing to do with his acting. They made him kind of derpy. For the world's greatest detective, his plan Bs were shit. You know, his plan Bs sucked. Like, he was like, "Bring the big guns." And then they obviously wanted you to think he was literally talking about guns. Because then he's like, "Get the big gun," later, and it's just Lois Lane. And it's like, what if that didn't work? That's not the Batman I know. You know what I mean? Batman I know would be like, "You know what? I killed you once. I'll fucking do it again. The demons told me to. I'll fucking do it
Man,
again, bro."
the Batman I know, right, is Russian.
Superman's like, "I'm not gonna save the world." Batman's
The
gonna
Batman,
beat his ass until
the
he's like,
Batman
"Yeah,
I
you
know
are."
would have trapped Superman.
Oh my god, dude. Join my group.
You want to see the best?
You join
freaking-
mine, Sam.
Join my group.
You want to watch?
He said, "What? What'd you say?"
I told him to join mine.
Oh, he said join his.
Oh, how?
Anyway,
I don't know how.
He said he
watch
doesn't
the
know.
animated series. You want to see the best version of Batman? Watch the animated series. I'm telling you that
Bro.
DC's animated shit is so much better than their live action
Well,
shit.
yeah, because
Oh, send me
To
an
the
invite.
point that the
When it comes to
animated
things like-
cartoon was doing more shit for Batman than the live action movies were.
well, yeah, because it's cheaper to fucking animate Batman jumping out of a plane than it is to do the.
You want to know how
Recording
how,
for that.
How they first thing of all they proved you wrong with it being easier? They
First
used
of all, I
black
could.
paper.
First of all, I could prove myself right. Yeah, and that's way cheaper than it is for a plane.
Use black paper.
Yes, a black paper is way cheaper than renting a plane.
for a movie studio that's probably got a dozen on standby, I highly doubt it.
There is no reality in which a black piece of paper costs more than renting a plane.
Do you know how much animation costs in general is the thing? I'm not sure of the price myself, but I do know that.
You are insane.
No. Animation, especially hand-drawn animation, traditional hand-drawn animation is the most expensive thing. That's all I have to say.
Stop making thatch flooring.
Now,
What was that, my guy?
Stop making thatch.
Okay,
And come to me real fast.
I know that Green
Okay, I'm coming. Where are you?
which came out
I'm over
on
by base. I'm on the side of a tree.
is the most expensive
I see you.
show.
Oh, you
that has
need
come
wood
out
now?
right now.
I'm on stone, bruh.
Oh shit.
It's not. It's
Okay.
apparently
How are you
doing
leveling up
traditional
so much
hand-drawn
faster than
animation
me?
is expensive.
I'm playing the game.
Yes, it is more expensive.
Trust me, I'm playing the game. You can even rewatch, bruh. I am not.
Yes, it is.
You are
No, I believe you, dude. I'm just a
No,
level
because when you see that
18.
You know,
Yeah, I know. I see.
which can look
Take
a lot
this
faster.
wood
Can I call a group vote?
Sure.
and go back
Traditional hand-drawn
to.
animation is more expensive than live action.
Yes.
Here's the question. No.
That's true.
You are all smoking.
Hand-drawn animation takes months to years to perform,
more
dude.
than crack. It's heroin.
It takes
Hold on, I'm gonna look-
millions of dollars.
You look it up because I want.
Hand-drawn animation is 100% more expensive than live action, dude.
You are.
Hence why there's a lot more live action
What it
movies.
is. Are we talking Batman? Because I'm telling you, bro. And it depends because when you're talking about something with Dr. Seuss, they have a very, very specific art style. So you have to scour the globe for somebody that can do that, and that's not the average Danny Phantom. All right, so. I don't know what the fuck animation costs, but the average animation is not more expensive than the average live action.
Hold up, I just spelled traditional.
It's
No, if we're talking about television shows, then okay. What we're saying,
I'm
like,
talking about movies.
then you're comparing like Batman to the works of like the Iron Giant.
No,
The Iron Giant is a
I'm
movie
literally
that's hands-on.
I'm literally comparing the Batman Hush movie to any Christopher Nolan movie.
Well, that's
Any.
to be fair. What you see for something like the Batman Hush isn't hand-drawn animation. That's computer-generated animation.
Whatever.
Iron Giant is hand-drawn,
Most
Except for the Iron
animation.
Giant himself.
Okay.
except for the Iron Giant himself. But
Okay,
that's
well-
not what I was looking at.
Using hand-drawn animation is a cheap-ass cop-out because that's maybe 20%.
Should we
Of all
change some of this thatch for this wood so it's just out of our inventory?
Yeah, you take it out so that way it's out of our inventory. Put it into storage because I am gonna need it.
Oh, then never mind. I'll keep it in the
Because I'm
storage.
not just comparing
Yeah.
20% of movies. Because if you want to compare 20% of animation, let's compare it to the 20%.
And you can do whatever you want with those three. I'm gonna go and collect more wood.
You guessed my point.
Yeah.
Because Titanic is more expensive than any animated movie.
If we're comparing the things, it would be like, what's a hand-drawn animation that's out nowadays? Ed, Edd and Eddie versus Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yes, but I'm not using hand-drawn animation because that's 20% circumstance.
Yes. You're talking about animation generally.
Yes, I mean-
If you're talking about animation generally, then yes, it is
Yes.
cheaper to make an animation than it would be to make
Of
a
course,
movie.
that's what I'm talking about because that's the majority.
Okay, so
Yes.
it costs
The answer would be yes.
$1,000 to $2,000 to hire the actors, make the sets.
Individually.
Up to you're looking at a movie that's going to cost you
Raw.
probably
Well,
about.
hold on, because this is an
Rotten
important factor.
meats.
Are we talking about 20% of animation or the other 80%?
This is 100% live action.
Oh, this is live action?
It costs about $1 million for
What
that.
kind of live action? Are we talking about like something like Weeds, or are we talking about Christopher Nolan's Batman?
Okay, from what it's saying, it says.
Here, if this is what we're comparing,
No.
look up the most, whatever you think the most expensive
gonna
Batman
look-
animation is. Look up the cost of what that costs.
Most than likely, it would be Killing Joke.
Then compare the cost of the production, because you could find out how much it costs total.
Fuck
And
the
then
Killing
compare
Joke. That shit fucking
Most
horrible.
expensive live action Batman ones.
Hey, fuck you. The Killing Joke was terrific.
As a comic book,
The
as a
animation was phenomenal as well. Fuck
the
you.
animation, yeah, but trust me, the Killing Joke was horrible.
You're talking about the movie?
Yes,
You're fucking smoking crack, my guy.
I am not.
Still on record, I'm pretty sure the Batman with Bane would probably be the most expensive out of all of the Christopher Nolan Batman. So if we're comparing the most expensive animation, I think the most expensive Batman would be the one with Bane. I'd probably go as far as to say that's probably the most expensive Batman movie ever made.
What?
Animation or not. The one with Bane.
Yeah, more than likely.
Not saying animation isn't cool. And no doubt. Like I said, when it comes to shit like Dr. Seuss, you really gotta scour the fucking globe.
None of it is.
Actually, the most expensive movies ever made are all Disney movies, all 5 of
Well,
them.
yeah, that's because they can spare no expense.
And so their most expensive cost them $260 million.
Disney's the king of overpaying for whatever.
Now, I'm going to look up the most expensive live-action movie ever made.
Companies like Disney can hire 100 people to do a 2-man job,
Ooh, I got 2.
and they do it regularly.
And melee damage.
Except at Disneyland.
I need flint, hide, stone, and wood.
Check one of my boxes. Check the smaller one that I put down, not the one you put down, but the one I put down.
No, I get you the one right here.
Yeah.
So,
The flint I'm gonna need to get.
What level are you? 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm level 28. I've been able to build it for a second now. I just haven't.
Stone.
Titanic.
the most expensive movie ever made was, again, it's the 3 movies that are on the list.
Build a different area for it.
I need flint, stone, and wood.
Number 3 at 3.
Build a different area for that. Go down here and build the.
1 second, I gotta get the flint and hide for flint and stone
Pirates at the
first.
Caribbean.
All right, let me get you some. Let me get you a foundation to put it on. If you're gonna build that.
Did you say that's animated?
No, it's live action.
Yeah. Wait, that's one of the most expensive movies ever made?
Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one.
Yep.
That'd be Titanic.
Yes. Like I said, this is the ever made. Not how much it grossed. This is ever made.
Oh, how much it made in the span of its life?
No, how much it took to make the movie.
Okay. That's cool.
Yes, this is it.
I mean, I believe it. Fucking.
Do you want to know how much Avengers? Top 3. Avengers: Age of Ultron.
What?
That's number 2.
Why did they spend so much on that?
300. Yeah.
Ultron's not that great of a story.
65 billion.
It's an important one in that
They
because
spent
in
more
the
on
original
Ultron
comic
than
book,
they did on Thanos.
Ultron's the one who kills the Avengers, dude.
He is.
Okay, well, Ultron. They used an incredibly lame story. For
He's
him.
not technically dead either.
I know, but they could have packed more into it. You know what I mean? Before they defeated him.
You know, I was pissed at how they created.
Hold on, I want to finish this because there's this one. Ultron
Hey, I put a
story
platform down
where,
for it.
You might want to
What?
put that down.
Oh, I didn't mean to turn on that. Holy shit.
But there's
Down
this
there.
one story line. You guys probably
For your fucking for the shits.
There's another civil war going on, and Ultron gets them all together under the thing because he's got like one of not the Infinity Stones, but something like that they need. It might be an Infinity
cube.
Stone. Yeah, the cube. He's got the cube, and he gathers them together and then gives it to, like, I believe Reed Richards, and was like, I was going to do this anyway, I just needed y'all to talk about your problem. And I liked it when Ultron was playing the good guy, and they revealed that he was half the other dude. And
Hank Pym?
yes.
Yeah, okay. That's a weird, touchy subject because
but
movie Ultron compared to comic book Ultron are two separate beasts altogether. Movie Ultron is a combination project between Bruce Banner and Iron Man. Makes sense,
and hit a little
right?
bit harder.
Right. Because those, at the moment, are the smartest characters in Marvel. Not counting T'Challa's little sister, who had not existed at the time. Right. Force.
Oh. Nope.
In the comic book, it was Hank Pym.
Okay, where's our...
He created an artificial
I'm
intelligence.
over by it.
It's fine, we'll look for that later. He created...
Over by the platform you wanted me to create on?
Yeah, that small platform on down the
it's over
hill.
here.
Yeah. And this is where the shop is gonna be. So that's gonna be house. This is gonna be shop.
His own mind onto it. Right. So it was a sociopath, womanizing piece of shit. Right? Oh yeah, the original Hank Pym was a piece of shit. Oh shit. He beat his wife.
It just disappeared. What the fuck?
He created Ultron. That's all you
That's
got.
weird.
He created Ultron out of ego.
Oh, I thought he did it to be good.
No, he created it.
The new Hank Pym's pretty good.
So, yes, actually. But if you want to be technical, Marvel did have this contest to say who was the smartest. Hank Pym wasn't involved. He got pissed, and that's why he created Ultron. Ultron got so smart that he wiped his creator's mind to have him forget he created him. Kills the Avengers in the future to the point Wolverine, mind you, had to go back in time, kill Hank Pym, which fucked up time, so he had to go back in time again to kill himself. Yeah, that got weird.
Yeah.
Ultron was like, I gotta take out the mutants now.
Yeah, time travel is just a fucking excuse to fucking
do whatever you want.
To bring back dead characters.
Well, or kill all characters you want to kill all.
They very rarely do they time travel back in time to kill themselves.
True. But, basically that whole thing was, Ultron is 100% going to kill the Avengers.
Oh, smart.
Him was him basically solidifying.
Go put that wood back in the thing. I'm not done building this house.
Don't you put any, we gotta continue using the fire on the fireplace. That way not only does the cook, meat get cooked.
I
Did you
do
ever
need
take
that.
any of the meat?
I have some meat. I do need that wood though. Like, no joke, I do need it.
I will get it, but we need to also burn some.
Yeah, I know. I'm in the process. Actually, wait, what do I really need?
I am both excited and disappointed.
I put the wood inside of your inventory.
I need wood, stone, thatch. That's all I need. Wood, stone, thatch.
Well, here's wood and thatch.
I was gonna say, there's a shit ton of thatch should be in here.
Looks stupid they should have done it on HBO Max.
There's also a lot of thatch.
Yeah.
No, not thatch. There's a lot of fiber. Holy shit.
I need stone.
The rating is because
Well, stone's easy to get as long as you have a pickaxe.
I need all the stone you can get.
tomorrow we're gonna have the best Carnage versus Venom movie ever.
How much stone do you need? What are you building?
A castle.
Ah.
So I need all the stone.
Okay. 1 second. Let me just find where I put the metal.
Well, I'm about to be coming back to the base. I have metal that I can put in the, what's it called?
Yeah. We need to have a total of 5 ingots.
I have, like, 25 pieces of metal.
God damn it.
Oh, good.
What? PG-13?
You know who's playing Morbius?
Who?
Who?
The guy that played the crackhead Joker.
Jared Leto?
Jared Leto?
Yeah.
Oh, there's 12 stone in here, just so you know.
I know, I put that there.
Okay, first of all, if he's still got that same body type, they've already fucked up.
More than likely, they have him bulk up a little bit.
no way that skinny ass frame is gonna be able to play freaking Morbius.
They just did it for sex appeal.
Because people are arguing that he played a good Joker. He didn't.
Some people think he's the best Joker.
Which he's not.
There's also some people who do meth. I don't judge either of them.
There are also people who do meth. I do not judge.
I do not judge.
Why did I fucking do that?
It's okay. Whatever you did.
There we go.
My dream Joker would be the look of Heath Ledger and the voice of Mark Hamill.
Yes.
Here we go.
I like
Yes. Agreed.
Sam, are you gonna say another one of your most unpopular opinions?
Christopher Nolan.
Heath Ledger is worst Joker.
Oh, you're smoking that.
Thank you.
Heath Ledger is the worst Joker that has ever
you need to
existed.
lay off the
You're
drugs.
second crackhead than Jared Leto.
He is overhyped, and he is worse than Jared Leto.
You know what else is overhyped? Meth.
You know what else is overhyped? Meth.
When did you start doing that?
When did you start doing meth? Fair enough.
That motherfucker was flawless.
I've been poisoned. What the fuck?
He died.
Oh.
From that shit.
Well,
And it wasn't.
he died in vain.
No, he didn't. Watch your mouth. What I find ironic.
You watch your mouth.
You better watch it.
What I find ironic is his wife was like heavy blame in the movie. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I get it. And she was like, I hate superhero movies and all this shit. And then she played like Venom for a minute. You know what I mean? Like, so she became the villain.
You were the chosen one.
I mean, if you hate superhero movies
Why be in one?
and you think they killed your husband, maybe don't fucking be in one. Don't be the star in one. She sold out for the check, man.
She sold out for the check, man.
And you know, they could have got somebody better. Venom was fucking goofy. I don't like their relationship.
I don't either.
It is toxic as hell.
Yes, it is.
Here's more than
And
100
not in
stone.
the good way that Venom should be, either.
Oh wait, I need to steal that. Oh,
I know, and Venom was the fucking
Here.
Dr. Phil with that relationship.
Seriously, what the fuck?
1 second.
You apologize. Oh, thanks, Venom. When the fuck did you start to care?
Yeah.
Venom would have been like, hey, let's do this fucking heads.
Or chocolate.
That's what the Venom I know would do.
I mean, okay. Yes, he's been a good guy, and yes, him as an anti-hero against Spider-Man. Is,
Yeah, but he's never that good of a guy.
Okay. Yes and no.
He's learning right and wrong.
Well, actually, technically, that's
Well,
one of his sons called Toxin. Do you know who Toxin is?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the most powerful, isn't he? Because he's the 1,000th.
No, the newest, strongest one is being used by Eddie Brock to kill the other ones. At least that's the last time I saw it. And it's taking the newest Venom, Agent Venom, who is Flash Thompson, who, in my opinion, is one of the better versions.
Hey, dude, where's the water?
I like his story.
Are you by me?
Eddie Brock is
Not yet. 1 second.
yes, he's cool, but at the
Yeah.
same time,
You know, I recognize him as the Venom. You know you know what my favorite Venom representation was?
Hmm.
There was this old ass fucking video game.
where
It
it
was
was
like
like
going invisible.
Yeah.
You could eat people. You didn't play as him. You could only fight him. You were Spider-Man, and it was like,
was it like an N64 game?
I'm gonna look it up.
I'm coming to you. If you just run to the water, I'll follow you.
I gotta. We have the Dilophosaur. I have to fuck up.
Well, yeah, but... Oh.
The N64 one.
Oh, I had that.
Are you alive still, Sam? Or did you
Yes,
die?
but I'm thirsty.
Alright, follow me.
So let's fucking run. I think after I get some water... Oh, you're going this way? After we get some water, I'm going to have to call it quits and start stop the stream.
No, I got you.
Some far. We're starting on the castle and shit.
Nightmares the first time I saw it.
Dude, that shit scared the shit out of me.
I saw, boom, that happened. I'm like, oh my god, no. I was like 5 when I saw that. I'm like, no.
I don't think even I know where water
I was
really
too
is.
fucking scared. I never beat.
I was freaked. I did because you told us to run away, and I'm like, I could do that.
Oh, yes, please let me.
Yes, he was. That was the first time I ever saw Carnage too.
I'm going to have to fight that Runaway. I'm not going to have to fight that. Yay!
Yeah,
I know we did. When our dad
that was the first time I ever saw Spider-Man straight up just run the fuck away from somebody.
That's because it's 2 of his most dangerous villains. One that has canonically killed him, by the way. Mixed
I don't
with
know
an
where
actual
water is.
serial killer. Yeah, you run the fuck away.
I don't know where water is.
I see some water.
Where are you?
Oh, shit. Please.
Oh, he's
Please
using the
don't.
Scarlet Spider suit to be immortal. That was the only way you could beat it. Jew was finding the immortal spider suit and just booking it.
Man, that shit useless.
Dude, it's over by me. Why are you going away?
I don't know where you are. I can't see your name.
It's the opposite direction you're running.
By the same shit that
Okay, I'm going this way.
They had a throwback of one of this game's missions. And,
You're heading the wrong
Yeah,
way.
the Scorpion.
I'll just
Yeah, I can't see your name, dude. I don't know which way
Oh my
I'm
god, I
going.
just fucking... Can you pull me out of this?
Where are you?
I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know how to tell you this, honestly.
Their excuse of saying, hey, can't go down.
My stamina's not going up.
That was the first game.
It's probably 'cause I'm thirsty.
To look for everything because when we first played out, we couldn't beat it because we were too slow, and he just, as you saw, he kept jumping forward.
Yeah, that's just too fucking.
You needed to find a specific suit that turns you immortal.
Oh my god, you killed me.
I'm sorry. I don't know where you are. I'm looking for you. I can't seem to find you.
I'm gonna end this here. Alright, see you guys later. It's your man, the myth, the meatbag, friendliest zombie you've ever met.
Alright. Well, that is the end of the
This game gets
stream.
super annoying sometimes.